That's an interesting angle too, isn't it? Hey everybody, it's Jim Ellis, the Unemployed Entrepreneur. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell so that you get notifications every time I put out a new video. Today's video is about probably something I've done before. In fact, I know I've done it before. I think I mention it later in the video I'm going to show you, but as a unemployed entrepreneur, sometimes we have to do things that are not within our purview, if you will. I'm not a mechanic by any stretch of the imagination, but there are a few things I'm pretty handy with. Just to set this up, we had to pay $900 I'm grateful to my parents who helped me do that, to get my air conditioner fixed before we went to Arizona. Now, unfortunately, when they fixed it, it only blew out the defrost and the floor. Occasionally it would come out the vents when vacuum pressure moved in the right. And anyway, and with my research, I was able to figure out that that was probably the automatic temperature control module, which goes right in the dashboard. And I ordered a part from eBay and they sent me the wrong part. And then I talked to them about getting the right part. And then, wow, they just up and ignored me. So I put in a thing with eBay and, I guess I filed a claim, I guess is what they call it. And they refunded our money. And then this morning, just this very morning, Friday, August 27th, my grandson's first birthday. Yes, thank you very much. I went out this morning to a pick and pull, and I didn't remember to bring my video or my phone with me out to the yard. I wish I had, because it just would have been a fun part of the video. So I just want to take a minute and tell you exactly what happened out on that yard today. I want to refer back to the perspective video that I made last week, that I posted last week. It would have been very easy for me to be upset because the guys gave me a certain place to go in the yard, and I went to those places, and I went to each and every vehicle, and each and every one had been stripped. I mean, it's a junkyard. What do you expect? I can't be upset about that. But I got to what I thought was the very last one I was supposed to look at, and there was still nothing there. And then I saw a Lincoln Navigator in the same year model-ish, and I looked in it, and boom, there it was. So I ran out to my car, got my tools, ran back to the I didn't run, I walked. It was 88 degrees and 90% humidity. I was walking. I go back to this Navigator, I get up inside it, and I look a little closer, and I realize it's not a whole unit. It's just the faceplate. The front of the unit. The unit behind was gone. And I'm just like, so again, referring back to the perspective thing, it would be very easy to get upset, angry even. But I decided not to, of course, and I started to walk out, and I happened to lift my head at just the right time to see two more expeditions in an aisle that I had missed, and it was on my list, so that was my fault. So I walked over to those expeditions. I looked in the first one, nothing. I looked in the second one, and boom, I look a little closer. It's not just a faceplate. It's actually the unit. Now, you'll see the unit here in a minute when I show it to you. I just wanted to show you what sometimes we have to go through while we're moving forward on the path that God has us. Now, I'm going to share something with you even more exciting after you see all this. Hey there, so I look miserable and sweaty and hot because I am. And you can probably hear the cicadas in the background. Of course, they're very soft. But so I've done this before. I'm sure I will have introduced it by this point. But I'm in the process of fixing my car again. Different vehicle than what I've shown before. But oh, it's not letting me switch in the middle. So I will do this. Here's my dashboard tore apart. The air conditioner was fixed recently to the tune of $900. Oh, Lord help me. Thank you to my parents who helped me with that. Unfortunately, when it was fixed, there's the cicadas. And when it was fixed, it only blows out the top and the bottom. So, your head gets cold and your feet get cold and the rest of you is, never mind. There they are again. But just in my research, now remember, as an unemployed entrepreneur, there are times that we have to do the things that, some people are able to pay others for, until we get to the point that we can't. So I'm doing a little research, trying to figure out what's really happening, what's going on. And as far as I can tell, it's the control unit, which goes right there. And here's the new one. Can't really see that, can you? But the old one's on the floor. Hoping and praying that this is the problem and that it will cause me to be able to actually control my air conditioner, because I'd really love for the air conditioning vents to blow out cold air, because the air is really cold. It just, blowing out the top and the bottom just doesn't fill the cabin when it's 95 degrees and 95% humidity out here. So wish me luck, and here I go. So I went to what's it called, a pull and pick and pull. Pick and pull, I think is what they call it. And that's where I got this one. And since it is a pick and pull, I decided I'd open it up just to take a look at it, see if it looks okay, and so far it does. And don't want that, just air, not moisture. Just want to blow some air into it, see if it's clean. Appears to be. Like I said, it's going there. Unfortunately, I only have two hands, and no tripod available at the moment. So I'm going to put it in, see if it works. Found a way to set up the camera, just sitting there in my toolbox. It's an interesting angle too, isn't it? I figured no point in you guys not seeing what I'm doing. And if nothing else, if it becomes silly or something, I'll just, what's that word? Time lapse it for you. Okay, from the other side, let's see if I can make it happen this time. Pretty sure the gray one went. Yeah. Hey, so it is just all about angle, isn't it? There you go. Okay, now it's in. Before I go finishing it all up, let's see if it controls the air conditioner.
The one, and maybe sometimes it's
automatic. 24 degrees. What does that mean? Oh, it's on set for Celsius. I didn't even know you could do that. It's blowing out the vents. Oh, Jesus, thank you, Lord. Why? Wow, I'm gonna have to figure out how to change it to what's it called? Fahrenheit. But so far so good. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Can I actually control it? Goes to the floor. Goes to the panel on the floor. It works! Okay. Alright. There you go. Alright, time to put it back in. I can't even begin to tell you how happy I am right now. Okay, here we go. The official test to see if the air conditioner works while we're driving. It used to be that when I'd step on the gas, especially going up hills, but anytime, the air conditioner would kick off. Actually, lately it's just been up the top, down the bottom. It's working! Okay, here goes nothing. Car is off. Door is open. Make sure everything resets. Start the car. Air conditioning. Oh, that's Paris in the background. Hi, Paris. Okay, now I got to do some looking around, checking my manual, searching online. But if any of you happen to know how to change a 2002 Expedition's automatic temperature control to read out in Fahrenheit instead of Celsius, I welcome your input. Thanks for watching. Bye. So this week, actually it was last week, I received a phone call after applying for a job on Indeed.com. And it was for the position, if you will, of presenter for assemblies in middle and junior high schools. They were looking for actors. They were looking for performers, people who can do well in front of an audience, learn a script, and basically perform while presenting a subject, if you will. It's not really teaching it per se, but there's a teaching aspect to it. Now, I'm not a teacher per se, but I have, taught a few people here and there. Obviously, as a worship pastor, I taught people on the subject of worship. Music itself, I can teach music fairly well. Having said all that, I got the phone call on Friday, I think it was Thursday or Friday. I was excited. This week we started the training aspect. I've started the onboarding. And the beautiful thing is I'm still an unemployed entrepreneur because I'm still an independent contractor. I'm not an employee. I don't get a W-2. I get a W-9, which means I still have freedom to work when I want to and as much or as little as I want to, which is the lifestyle I'm looking for. And I'm excited. Again, this is just I guess you could just call this a video log of, what's going on in Jim's world. And I'm excited. My wife's excited. Looking forward to doing a little bit of travel around the country to do schools, especially in the Midwest, but hopefully one day maybe even out west or even out east. We'll see how it goes. Again, I'm just really excited that this new opportunity is in front of me. I ask you for your prayers, and thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. If you do want to support this channel, please just subscribe. That's all you have to do. You don't have to send money. You don't even have to share it. Of course, sharing helps because then other people can subscribe. But quite literally, the more people that subscribe, the more chance I have of supporting myself using this venue. And I would really, really, or this medium, and I would really, really appreciate that. Share it with your friends, and I'll hope to be as engaging as possible. I'm hoping that you enjoyed this, and I look forward to your comments below. Remember, the unemployed part of unemployed entrepreneur is never permanent, as is evidenced by this week. I can't even begin to tell you how happy I am.